Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. My name is Wayne William Soto Tribe, Fishing Lake First Nation, Saskatchewan, Canada, Treaty 4 territory. Um, and it's another beautiful day to come together. It's going to be a good day today. I can already tell, and just feeling good. We had a really good ceremony this weekend. On Saturday, it was really beautiful. Did a warrior sweat. Did a good warrior sweat this weekend, and that's for those of you who don't know what a warrior sweat, a sweat lodge ceremony, and we bring all the stones in at once. And so that's and yeah. So next one is already in the book. So I think we're going to do the warrior sweat on a regular basis here. So, uh, my spirit name is Kanipawit Makwa Standing Bear, and my other name that I walk with is Morning Eagle, given to me directly by my elder Tony Stonehawk. He is from the Nanticoke tribe, and there's a question: where is that? It's in Delaware. So I think they may be called the Delaware nation now, but it's really the colonials renamed the tribe. So they didn't like the name Nanticoke, so they renamed them Delaware. Yeah, let's get some smuds going here. We got a routine going here, so ours kind of lit a little bit. So if you have any smuds out there, let's break it out, fire it up. So fire this up. There we go. There we go. So happy Monday, everyone. It's a good day. There we go. And if we have any little ones out there, we started this new thing, this new little thing here in this circle. We want to dedicate the morning song. So let me know before, like tomorrow, if you know they're going to be sitting with you tomorrow. Let me know. Just private me a message. Hey, we will be listening in tomorrow, and I will give a big shout out to them tomorrow, right after the song. So gotta get that family together. Plus it's cool for little ones to be like, oh my God, that guy just said my name. So you'll be Facebook famous. So all right. So with this smudge, and we're gonna open up a space with in the usual way with a good prayer. And also we got a good question today, so we're going to cover that too. So, all right. Tobacco, prayer. Creator, Great Spirit, Kitchi Manitou, Megwitch, thank you. Kawazana me. I love you. We love you. We come here in a good way. We come here. We are happy to be here. We are happy to be in this circle. We are grateful to be here. We are grateful to be in this circle and part of this circle. Thank you for creating this beautiful circle. Thank you for all the people that have come into this circle. It's a beautiful place. We mean no harm in what we do. We come here to celebrate life. We come here to learn about the ancient sacred agreements and how to live with them, and how to honor them, and how to walk with them, and how to carry them to others and to other circles. So thank you for this. Thank you for the opportunity to to carry your love and your light to other places today. Thank you for that. We learn about those things. We learn how to sit in a sacred way. We learn how to listen in a sacred way. We learn how to honor ourselves in a sacred way. We learn about those things: compassion, empathy, generosity, love, compassion, kindness, courage. Courage to do the right thing. We come here to do a little better than we did yesterday. We come here today for new beginnings. Again, we mean no harm in what we do. Ahom Atam. Okay, good one. Good one. Good one. So yeah. We have this, thing, and I just, someone asked me a couple of days ago if it's a requirement that I talk about. It was kind of strange, but just kind of. This is not a requirement that I talk about hollow bones. It's a suggestion from the Great Spirit that people really understand what hollow bones is, and it's really I don't want to say backbone, but hollow bones is a backbone of living a good life. So that sounds kind of odd, but that's okay. So hollow bones is hollow bones, like hollow bones, not hallowed bones. Hollow bones. The Great Spirit there, standing bear here, and the circle out there. So I am in the service of the Great Spirit, and I am in the service of the circle right here. I am in absolutely no way leading the circle. I am not in charge of the circle. I am not a leader, master. I am not a medicine man. I am just a guy. So I am not above you. I'm not in front of you. I'm not below you, and I'm not behind you. I'm sitting right next to you. So it's very important that you understand. It's when we put labels, we separate. That's really the medicine behind labels. It's all right, gurus, masters, some sort of elevated, ascended masters. It's kind of like it's just people walk around thinking they're ascended masters, and it's just kind of like, oh my God, it's just because it creates that separation, and if our humanness does come out, and it always comes out, then we have a situation, then we have a situation, and it's not good. So it's really important for you to understand that I'm sitting right next to you. So that's very, very important. This is also a prayer circle too, and so if you have any prayers out there, please put them in the feed, in the thread. Also. Keep in mind that there are other sacred circles out there too, and this is really just important, probably a little bit more important, that we connect to all those other circles that are out there, like the Scandia Nation, the water, Grandmother Moon, all these things that give us life. We have to honor them and remember them and pray with them and for them. So let's put those in the feed too. So yeah, okay. Question time. This is a good question too, and please keep your questions, comments, and concerns coming. Oh, I did it again. Yes, you're right. Thank you. So I just got a note. If no one's told you today that they love you, I love you very much. You guys are awesome. So apparently I forgot to say that this morning. 12 minutes into it, and I did not say that. So I just love everybody out there so much, and so thank you for reminding me. I love your gentle reminders. I don't know how I do that so often. It's just, but thank you for giving me a little. See, I'm human. See, there we go. There's a perfect example. See, I'm human. So And I put it in my notes too. Yeah, I write a little script every morning to remind me. And so thank you for that. And you know exactly who. So thank you. Got a young grandmother always reminds me. So anyway, so what was I talking about? Oh, question. Yes, question. So the question was about the medicine wheel, and I can't really talk about the entire medicine wheel, so we had a little back and forth. And so they said, "What is new beginnings?" And I said, "Okay." So we're going to go over new beginnings a little bit. Medicine wheel. Medicine wheel here. Medicine wheel. This is your basic medicine wheel right here. Um, Basic medicine wheel. East is the East medicine. New beginnings, when the day star rises, brings new light, new love, new opportunities, new beginnings. You see, every day we get another shot to do this again. So if we felt, and you know that's really beautiful. That's really absolutely beautiful. Um, And the thing is, to the East medicine, it's not only at sunrise. Like if you misstep at like noon, you can still start over. Um, the new medicine, that new light, we carry with us. That's the idea. It's not has less to do about the time and the medicine of carrying that new beginning. You understand? Did I explain that well? Okay, let me explain another way. Tell me to explain it. Okay, so um, say we sleep past sunrise, we can still start over. Say we sleep until noon, we can still start over. We can start over. And really the deeper kind of teaching to that is um, the new beginning medicine is within us. So we carry that. So the deeper thing, the deeper teaching would be breath. We carry the new breath. We get a new breath every day. So we can begin any time during the day that we want. We can leave the old with our last breath, and we can start the new with our new breath. And that can be with anything to do with the self, or that can be we can begin anew with any person, relationship. Say we have a drinking problem, or like some sort of recovery issue. We can start over. We can start over right now. So maybe there's someone out there today that, hey man, I'm really jammed up, man. Well, let's we can start over right now. And the beautiful thing is, especially with the sunrise, is so beautiful and so gentle. So part of that East medicine is really embracing that gentleness. Like when the sun rises, it's not rageful or violent at all. It's like, oh, there it is. It's kind of like, okay, good. Okay, now we can start again. That's what it's supposed to look like. It doesn't have to look like that, but gentleness is always, as my elder always used to say, it's a superpower. Gentleness is a superpower. So that's kind of the paradox right there. So all right. So I hope that answers your question. We go over a couple books here today. Daily Medicine. This is the book that I wrote, direct result of the Hollow Bones. Gifts from the Hollow Bones are in here, and I have 4 more after this, so very exciting. So we go over this, and we will go over today's medicine in that, and we also go over meditations with Native American elders by Don Koyos. I don't think we're going to touch upon it today, but yeah, some days we do. So in fact, I'm kind of being pushed to do it more often. So let's get in. Oh gosh, 8:18, please. I don't know where time goes. Okay, so coffee up. Okay, so let's go over today. Today's is really good too. Um, all right. So March 15th, let's put that. Tracy's already on it. Thank you. Thank you. Tracy Crest is already on it, and let's put that. Um, March 15th. The love you give is the love you carry. The hurt you give is the hurt you carry. Okay, all right. Let's read that again. The love you give is the love you carry. The hurt you give is the hurt you carry. So, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. They're telling me this is like it really kind of what we put out. It really tells us where we are spiritually, and in kind of the moment, and just as kind of like a preamble to the statement. We as humans, we the idea is the hope is to give love all the time. In more practical human terms. We fluctuate during the day depending on situational things. Maybe a paycheck that comes in. Well, God, kind of like that, or a significant other or someone we care about is angry with us or something like that. Some sort of interpersonal thing, But the idea is, the hope is that that we are able to offer love despite everything. We don't have to be in a good mood all the time to be that loving source right there. What they're talking about here, and kind of let's kind of read that again. You told me to start at the beginning. Okay, so I know. I'm really grateful for the guidance from Spirit, because I tend to go off sometimes. So they're telling me just start at the beginning. Wait. Okay, all right. So let's talk about this before we go off like that. So, okay, the love. What is love? And this is something that we really have to go over frequently, because it's really important that everybody understand what we're talking about. We got a couple new people out there, so we really want to understand what love really is. Love is not a negotiation. Love is not a business agreement. Love is not purely like a lustful endeavor type thing. We're not really looking at that. The colonial world, the Western world, has really taken love and really twisted it. And so let's untwist that thing right there. Love is it's really simple, and it's not really anything complicated. It's really love is, I want the very, very best for you. Everything that I want for myself: love, happiness, serenity, peace, willingness, courage to continue to do the right thing. Has more to do with spiritual things than material things. Someone asked me the other day, can love be, I just want a new house for me. I was just kind of like, okay, I think you missed the boat there. Kind of like, that's included somewhere, but it's way down here type of thing, wanting, good, healthy, I think the message behind that was a stable place to live type thing. And so yes. So, yes. So, wanting all those good spiritual things too. Love, the colonial world is kind of like about a business agreement. Like, okay, if I say I love you, then I want something in return, and it's turned out to be some sort of like negotiation agreement. And it's really become, unfortunately, a threat to women. So especially when a male says, I love you, that implies some sort of physical, relationship, and that's not what we're talking about here. It's not what we were suggesting here. Later on, once that relationship builds, then I think you can introduce that concept, later on. But this is not what we're talking about here. So let's read that again. So when I say I love you in the morning, if no one said that they love you today, that simply says I want everything beautiful for you today. Serenity, peace, happiness, all these beautiful unseen things. So, okay. So, love, the love you. So they're talking about the individual here. Give, offer. The love you offer is the love you carry. So they're really telling us again, this is by the love we're offering, really kind of gauges where we are spiritually, kind of thing. But let's. Okay, I'm going off again to tell them just to stick to the reading. Okay. So the love that you give, so it's an offering, is the love that we carry, and the love that we carry is in our hearts. It's not in our minds. It's really right here. Where am I? What am I willing to do? Okay. All right. Okay. And then the opposite and two is, and this is beautiful the way they Spirit really put this is. It really tells us. Well, let's just read it. The hurt you give is the hurt you carry. So they're really letting us know that's also a gauge too. That's what we say, the New Agers would say, a lower vibrational way to understand it. So if we're like barking out at everybody during the day, hey, we can. That's where we are. It's simply like that. And let's not talk about this in like good and bad type thing. Oh God, I'm good and bad. Oh God, I'm good. Oh geez, let's not go there. Let's just talk terms of love. Love is about transformation. Really about transformation. The self, the transformation. So it's offering. So it's offering, I want the very best for you, but really internally for the self, it's really about transformation, about growing and learning. And what are we really growing and learning about? Maybe we had some physical disabilities happen. Maybe I had a heart attack, like, I don't know, like 3 months ago, it was a widow. They call it the widowmaker, and it's really kind of beating myself up, in the hospital there, kind of like, oh man, just kind of like, oh man, and it was, I'm not sure if I was doing the Facebook Lives at that point, but I was still just, still sharing that love at the very best, to the very best of my ability to offer that to the world. And so the challenge is, the opportunity. Let's not say challenge. Let's say opportunity. The opportunity is, can we offer love in all situations? I think that's really what they're saying. Can we do that? And let's carry that East medicine. East medicine is about new beginnings. New beginnings is really about transformation, transforming into something beautiful, and carrying that light with us. And again, let's bring the hollow bone conversation in here. To be that that consistent conduit of love and light, no matter what's happening in our lives. Wife, no wife, husband, no husband, boyfriend, no boyfriend, job, no job, are we able to go through that and still offer, and still be that love and light, still be those hollow bones for the community, for the world. You know, can you be that shining beacon of, you know, love? Okay, and that's not to suggest, um, that our own personal feelings type thing. Like if we have to take a look at ourselves sometimes, that's good. That's love too. You know, Again, I say all the time, it's okay not to be okay, kind of thing. It's okay to share where we are. So let's not mix the two. Let's not feign or fake anything. Like if we're hurting, let's just sit with that. Let's just sit with that. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that. Let's invite some other people to help us take a look at that too. But still, kind of at the end of all that, we can still say, you know what, I'm gonna love the world anyway. I'm gonna love you anyway. In the indigenous culture, there's something to forgive the unforgivable and to love the unlovable. Sometimes that's ourselves. Are we able to love ourselves through that? So we move from pushing it out to feeling it in type thing. Are we able to do that? Are we able to love ourselves despite ourselves? Are we able to do that? Can you do that? And I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear from you. I forgive myself today. That's another way to say it. I love you. Looking in the mirror and saying, well, I've said that dozens, thousands of times. Wayne, I forgive you. I had to do it. I had to do it. Because there was so much hate for me. There was so much hate and self-loathing that I did a lot of things that went against my own humanity. Shooting up, drinking, violence, and so when I was done all that, when I wanted to change, I had to take a look at that and be like, okay, all right, well, there's a very wounded bear in there that really needed to be loved and just wasn't feeling very lovable, wasn't feeling very alone. It was feeling very alone, very abandoned, very rejected. And so I this bear did those things that we all do. We all go to those dark places, We all go to those dark places. So I had to go in there and I had to take a look at all that. And look, hey, mistakes were made. I had to honor that. When we look at that, we honor that. In recovery realms, they talk about taking inventory. Taking inventory. They take a moral inventory. Which really hurts. You have to do that. It's like, oh man, okay. But it's really what they say is a fact finding and fact seeking opportunity. So we have to paint a picture of kind of where we are to help us find our way forward. Kind of thing, and really this process is about love, transformation, growing, new beginnings. All this is about that, Probably the most loving thing I've ever done was really taking a look at my mistakes, taking a look at my mistakes. And then I was able to not share the hurt, but then I was able to, the longer I did that, I was really able to learn about sharing the love. So I'm not that guy shooting up in the bathroom anymore. I'm not that guy starting fights, Friday nights, kind of thing, I'm here every morning now. Sharing the love right now. So, I think about that a lot. I think about like all those past lives that we've had, and the really beautiful thing is that, um, it's kind of sad that happened, but it doesn't hold uh, any kind of sway, anything. Like when I think about that, it doesn't be like, oh my God, I'm such a bad person. I can't believe I did that. It's not like that anymore. It's like, well, it's in that neutral position where, okay, it happened. All right, okay, let's move on and let's share the love and then let's be honest with that story and bring it here. Transparency, humility. It doesn't bother me anymore to tell anybody. It really doesn't. It just kind of, okay, that's where I'm at. You know, it's kind of like telling everybody I love peanut butter and jelly in the third grade. It's kind of like, okay, it's in that neutral position. I can't believe I brought up peanut butter and jelly, but must be the bear in me. But so talk to Pops about that one. But so let's just take a look at that real quick. Just take a look at my story real quick. So back then, sharing the hurt, sharing a lot of hurt, hurt a lot of people, you know, self-loathing, hated myself, did a lot of damage, and that outward damage went everywhere. Transformation, healing, honoring, loving, taking a look at forgiveness, honoring, and now look at my focus now is like my prayer every morning is, Creator, I will go wherever you want me to go, and I will do whatever you want me to do, because it's just, I'm in the service, man. Now, I'm constantly in that service. Like, I'm just in that beautiful place. I'm in that beautiful flow. And if you've been with me for a little while, you can tell I get very passionate about this, kind of like, somebody like, calm down, calm down, but I catch myself. But you see, I would much rather be that way, sharing the love and loving up on everybody, and then to do those unhurt, unhealed, isms that a lot of us know very, very well. Oh, okay. So let's kind of review. Let's read this again with new. With new medicine eyes. So, the love you give is the love you carry. The hurt you give is the hurt you carry. I think it's beautiful. I think the reading is really beautiful today. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Just very simple. And let's just not. Again, it's Spirit telling us. It's just a loving gauge to tell us where we are. Let's not go to that place where I'm bad. I'm bad. We're not bad people trying to get good. Understand? Where some of us are doing some unhealthy things, and we're just trying to get healthy. That's it. Trying to get more focused, trying to be more, as in recovery world, more God-centered, more Spirit-centered, more love-centered, more gentleness-centered. That's kind of where we're at right here. So, anyway, I love you. I love you all. So if no one said that I love you today, I love you very much. Hold yourself very, very close today. Don't beat yourself up. This is not about that, They keep telling me to say that. So I know some of you out there are really beating yourself up right now. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. So, with that being said, it's a good segue into the announcements. And we are going to, it's a very, very exciting night. Monday's a really beautiful night. So, so if you're hurting out there tonight's very beautiful tonight, because we have separate men's and women's healing circles tonight on Zoom. And I think Chanel, I've seen Chanel in there. She was one of the first. She's always one of the first people on here. So again, a big thank you to Chanel for all the work that she does for uh, for the group, for the circle. She's really stepped up in a huge way. So she has put the men's and women's. It's a Zoom thing. Um, Zoom. So the Zoom meeting ID is out there, and for both men and women, it is at 7:30 for the women and 8 o'clock for the men. So again, if you're hurting out there, that's a place that you can go to really heal. And it's really important that another question yesterday or a couple of days ago is, why do you have the women separated? Um, the men separated. It's again when a male is in the presence of a female, we change, and the female changes too. It's called in the clinical world, it's called transference. So and it's biology. It's just biology. So we have to keep them separated. So there's beautiful grandmother medicine in the women's circle, and ladies, and if you're hurting out there, you're struggling with anything, that's okay. It's okay not to be okay, and you can share simply where you're at that meeting, and just kind of open up, and just kind of, it's really beautiful. Same thing for the men. Um, men, we have men issues. Some of us are not well, and that is okay. But let's get together and let's get it done. Let's get it done. So anyway, other announcements. We have a book giveaway. So if you really need a book and cannot afford a book, we will do our very best. Put it in the feed, or let me know, and we will get you together with someone who can offer a book. We have Jim Burns out there, who has done a spectacular job. We have Tracy Joseph Kress, who also has done a fantastic job. But let's not just leave it up to them to supply the circle with the book. We can't do that. So also with that, if you do receive a book to come for full circle, offer something back to the circle too. That's a Tony thing. I was talking with Tony. I know a couple weeks ago about this, and he said, well, make sure anyone who has received a book give something back to the circle. And I will leave that up to you, what you want to do with that. Maybe it's a tobacco offering, something like that, some sort of virtual thing. Maybe it's some sort of thank you or some sort of, but it has to be something. The circle has to be complete. So thank you. Other announcements tomorrow, very exciting. Tomorrow I will be on Rachel Coulee's podcast, Rising Warriors, and we will have part 2 of Star People. So very excited about that. Very excited. It's not some outer space concept. We are Star People. We are on a rock flying through space right now. We are Star People. And we come from the stars. So, a little food for thought. And also, yes, I do have a YouTube channel, so if you want to kind of peruse that, I'm kind of updating that too, and I don't know what that looks like quite yet, but yeah, I'm definitely updating that, and please go like and subscribe. So, and also we do have separate men's and women's daily medicine healing pages too. So men go with the men, women go with the women, and it's just another page. It's it's a community. So please go in there and like, and just be part of that community. And that's all we're asking. So I think that's it. There's probably a couple things I forgot. So and I know I'm going to get reminders later on today. So let's take the standing people. The standing people will take us out again. It's just one or two things that you really that you want to look at, that you want to sit with. Understanding people medicine really helps us ground us in that teaching, and grounding can look like a lot of things. It can like really kind of open up that door, new vision. Think of a flower blooming, as that teaching and as that transformation happening within. Just know that it's just the same people that have helped us do that. Um, so yeah, it's been another beautiful morning. Let's take all this beauty and love that we've gotten at this circle. I've gotten so much out of this circle this morning. So let's take that love with us the rest of the day. Thank you very much. I love you all. Bye.